Before I start this video on where to get free financial advice, if you find this useful in any way, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Now, if you are looking for free independent financial advice, then there are services online that can help you, but unfortunately, you are likely to pay a cost if you want something beyond guidance, as I will explain. Now, typically, an independent financial advisor charges for providing financial advice, and the cost of that advice will depend on the work that needs to be carried out. Now, I think a lot of the confusion came from the fact that in the past, financial advisors were able to cover the cost of their advice by taking commission from the products that they recommended. But this is no longer the case and hasn't been the case for a number of years as a result of something called the Retail Distribution Review. You don't need to get bogged down in it, but it basically means now that consumers who want advice ultimately now need to explicitly pay for it. And the charges that you will pay will vary depending on the services that you will want. Now, typically a financial advisor will offer a free initial meeting to discuss maybe your objectives and get to know you. If you then decide to use their services, then fees will come into play. Now, how you are charged will depend on the different financial advisors out there and which one you pick, but the fees will typically range from £500 for an initial review of your finances up to something as much as £5,000, depending on the work involved. If it was something like a pension recommendation, which would require advice, for example, maybe on a transfer. Now, advisors can charge in different ways: fixed fees. They may charge a percentage of the assets that they are going to manage for you, or they could use an hourly rate to pay for the work that they actually do. Now, it will be up to you to decide which you want, but make sure you understand what you are paying and what services you are getting for that money. Now, be careful if it feels like you are getting free financial advice, because obviously that is not possible, as I've explained. But if you are getting mortgage advice, so let's say you go onto a mortgage broker to get advice on a mortgage, then they are still able to be paid via a commission from the product that they recommend. So that advice will appear free. Similarly, if you go and get advice around life insurance from an insurance broker, again, they get paid via the insurance product that they recommend, meaning that the advice they give is notionally free. So where does that leave us? Well, if you do want fully independent financial advice, it is possible to get a free initial 1-hour consultation, which you can get via the link that's in the notes of this particular video, which you can go to a service called VouchedFor, which will provide reviews of financial advisors across the country, customer reviews, which you can look at, and the services that they offer, and you can choose one that you want to use. Then there's no obligation for you on your part to do anything after that initial consultation. If you decide to move on with them and use their services, then that's up to you, and the charges will be applied, as I mentioned earlier. But of course, you can have meetings with different financial advisors to find the one that you like. So make sure that you shop around. Now, you can get free guidance online. That is very different to financial advice. Guidance isn't a recommendation for you personally. It's more information about your options. Now, there are lots of services out there that provide that, and I'm going to run through a bunch of them that you may find useful. Money Helper is a good one. It was formerly the Money Advice Service, and it's government backed, and it offers free guidance on things like pensions in particular. Citizens Advice Bureau, they can help you with money, benefits, employment issues, and consumer issues. Shelter, well, they offer advice on debt and benefits and care and health issues. You can find them at shelter.org.uk. The Consumer Credit Counselling Service, they offer free and confidential advice on debt problems, including budgeting and credit advice. So you notice I'm using the word advice here, but it's very different to what advice means in the investing world. We've also got National Debt Line, so that is free debt advice. Again, make sure you go to the right website. It's nationaldebtline.co.uk. There are lots of services out there that actually run Google ads trying to get people to go and pay for that advice. And of course, we've got Age UK for those people who are older, who are seeking help. So make sure that you go and look at those services. Of course, moneytothemasses.com, we provide lots of information about all areas of finance, from pensions, investments, all the way through to budgeting. So make sure you like this video, check out our website moneytothemessage.com and subscribe to our channel.